Kayla, is there something special I need to do to make you and Shy a host or whatever?
No, you need to be the host because you're the one recording. So even if we would have started it, we would have had to make you the host. So just go ahead and leave it like that.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Wait, like literally 30 seconds.
So yeah. I'm gonna turn this TV down though.
Hi.
Gemma! Hi!
Did we just get a bath?
Hi!
Hi.
Hi, baby girl!
I miss you.
Okay.
I miss her. Ah. Hey, you miss me too, don't ya? Don't ya? I know you. Yeah, I know you do.
Are you being behaved, Miss Gemma?
No.
You're
No.
right.
Kinda.
No.
You can, huh?
That's great.
Yeah, it's just over a double A section and an upper respiratory infection. So that was
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, that was probably why my child stopped sleeping at 8 years old. So, hey guys, we're gonna go ahead and get straight into it. Anyone who's not talking, I don't know if I can or not, but okay, all right, cool beans. Okay, all done. So super awesome end to March. Everybody pushed. Yeah, baby, all done. Everybody pushed for those promotions. A lot of you are so super close. So Kayla and I just kind of wanted to go over some tips today on reaching those goals as quick as possible so that you have the rest of April to kind of just push for the next promotion. We don't want you guys to lose that fire because the momentum that we saw in those last 48 hours was just insane. Everybody was messaging, 200 to 300 people a day and posting and host the posts and asking questions. And me and Kayla love that. The group volume went up by 1,300 in sales. So I'm super surprised and super proud of all of you guys. That is impressive. You're muted, babe.
I forgot. Mine went up over. It started out at 5,000. We are 8,000 now, so it went up almost 2,000, if not 2,000. So, that's freaking awesome. And with you guys, even if you didn't hit your goals, all that work and how close you got, you're still right there. The only difference is that people end up, this is why you want to take care of your customers. That way, if they're 90 or up, you want to keep them ordering, let them know like it's over. But when you keep it for another 3 months, you'll get $60 worth of free products and whatever else. I need to make sure exactly what else they get because I feel like they get a free gift too. But all that work that you did, that still counts. So you are 10 times closer to your goal this month than you were last month. It doesn't just disappear, So you should be continuing to push as hard, if not harder, so you can not only reach that first goal that you made, but double that. There's no reason you can't double that and hit your first goal within the first 2 weeks and then go for your second goal.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That was kind of what Kayla and I discussed, really, that we wanted to go over with this Zoom, was pretty much just keep pushing. We know you guys can do it now, so we're not going to stop pushing now. 'Cause now we've seen it. Now we know you can. Now we know you can. So you're screwed. No excuses are going to be enough at this point. Jesus.
Be proud of yourself. Put in too, like I hit my ruby, I was going diamond, I did not hit my diamond, I did not hit my emerald. I was closer than I've ever been before. It was right freaking there, but I had 162 BV order, didn't go through because of the bank, and some stuff happened, so, but all I know is, what, I worked my ass off. Any of the anxiety I thought I had about messaging, yeah, that's out the window because I was messaging 500 people a day. I don't have anxiety about messaging. It's in my head. That it just made me push myself out of my comfort zone. So now that I've done that, I'm like, I can do this. Like, I got this. Look how hard I worked. Look at everything that I put into hitting that. You know what? So, you know what I mean? So I even did exactly what I wanted to do, and that's more than okay. I'm proud of all the work and I put in. Now I'm just going to slow down. I'm going to keep that going. Get my messages out every day, making sure that I stay organized and I write down every single tips that I gave you guys. I was excited about the customer. I never thought about doing that.
Can you mute yourself so that Kayla's not breaking up? There's a couple people on mute.
Leanne going? Yeah, there you go.
You have one more that needs to mute himself.
Kathy Marie. Calling you out. There you go. Awesome. Okay, we're good. We're good to go. So,
that's a mom.
Got it. I figured it out. I got it.
So, but even I was excited about that because the credit declines. That's a big one. So the fact that Shy said, make sure you're writing down your customers, the date that their auto shipment goes through, so to get a hold of them a couple days before, and make sure they're taken care of, make sure they're happy, and that way, that totally limits a lot of the credit card declines. The only reason I missed the 162 was because I waited till very last minute to get a hold of her about the credit card decline, and that was totally my fault. So, spend today. Go get your messages out. Do your normal stuff, but definitely spend today utilizing the organization tips that Shy gave you guys. Write down all the customers and all the distributors you got, even if the distributors are not working. A lot of people do end up popping back in once they get their kit too. So you want to make sure you are very organized. You know what you need to meet your goals and start now, right now. Do not
the
wait.
You had last night at 11 p.m. I want you guys to carry that through until you hit your goals this month. There's no reason not to at this point because you guys are this close. Aaron's like 1,200 from Ruby, like 855 from Ruby. Melissa is 154 from Ruby. And I'm sure a lot more of you guys are too. But I want to see that momentum and that effort towards Ruby. Like I said, me and Kayla know more than anybody how much your mental can affect it. But really, those are your self-limiting beliefs. That's what you tell yourself. Sierra and I had a little heart-to-heart last night. I felt bad because I'm pregnant, obviously, look at my pumpkin face. And I'm a little harsh sometimes when I call people out. And I don't mean to be. I do it with good intent. When Kayla and I tell you guys to upload these products or to push or to message that person that you're terrified to message, or call your whole family, harass people, we're not saying that because we're trying to be wrong or fuck your business up. There's no more emphasis I can put into it. We know how that can work. Guys, just the other day, I messaged this girl. She didn't look by me. She looked average, normal. If anything, on a little bit of lower class society. That was my 120 BV order because I asked. I didn't give her the option of 6 BV order or a 9 BV, right? For one. And from there, you guys can drop it down. If you guys do 20 orders 5 times, that's what 700 BV. Right there, every single one of you that are on my with the group. I can barely hear you. There's a lot of coming.
You are cutting it a little bit. It's just from the background noise is all.
But yeah, you guys, if you do 20 BV orders like 5 times, that would be 700 BV right there. You'll all be Ruby. All of them. You know, I mean, work smart, not hard.
It's not our job to judge people. We have no right to judge. When I started this business, I was literally being evicted from my home. I was living off of leftover turkey, ham bullshit sandwiches from my cousin's baby shower for literally a week because I had no food. When I say no food, I couldn't afford milk and bread. I was going to be homeless. I was basically starving. And I literally messaged her after looking at a couple things, and I'm like, hey, give me just a second. Figured out, okay, I'm ready. Let's do this. $112. I'm ready. And here I am 2 years later. You know what I mean? Like, it's not our job to judge people if they have the money or if they're going to be good at this, because I was not a good person when I started this company and my posts were shit and drama filled and everything else. Like, it's not our job. Whoever God has planned for us to be in this business, that's who we will have. So our only job is to ask and assume everybody's rich, assume everybody is a rock star. And if they aren't, bring it down, like Shai said, lower it to their whatever it works for them. But that's our job.
Absolutely. And another thing too is if Kayla and I weren't pushing you, that means that we don't believe it. Can you mute yourself? I don't know.
When we
I'm hearing.
maybe.
Okay. Do you hear me better now? Thumbs up. Yeah. Okay. That's another thing too is Kayla and I, we wouldn't push you if we didn't believe in you. You guys are so close to all of your goals. And we were there. We were there a year ago. We were there at the beginning. Some of you guys have been in this for a year. Some of you guys have been in this for a week, you know, and the standards are the same. You know, when we started, we were exactly where you were. So we would not tell you anything if it hadn't worked. No. Oh, no. $170 dresser. I don't think so. My child is a velociraptor.
To add in that real quick, if you guys haven't noticed, we're very strict on the whole personal development and zero negative and anything that has like excuses for not hopping on or whatever. That's your personal business and we don't want to see it. You see, we're very strict about that. You want to know why we're very strict about that? Because I've been in this business for 2 years now and I just hit Ruby. Why is that? Personal development, mindset, excuses, sabotaging myself. That's what that leads to, which is why we have zero tolerance for it. It's not because we want to be assholes or anything. It's because I have seen how much it can diminish you and how much longer it can make you take to reach your goals. And there's no excuses for it, because it's not the business. It's you and your mindset, and you know, letting yourself make excuses and knowing you should work right now, but you're like, oh, well, I'll do it later. Or, you know what, I worked harder, I had a rough day or whatever, so I'm just going to hold it off till tomorrow. And you know for a fact that you should work, but you were sabotaging yourself. That's what that leads to. And that is why we are so very strict on that. It's not to be ignorant. It's not to be like, we don't sit there and think your life is perfect and everything needs to be perfect and should be perfect, because we understand it's not, but it's fighting through that and not focusing on any of the negative. You were focusing on the positive and staying positive.
Well, yeah, and the thing is too, also, we say this and we get so serious about this because I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but anytime somebody posts something negative, posts an excuse, posts something just attitude filled, watch what happens in that group chat. Very, very quickly, it is a domino effect. It affects the whole team. And that's why we're so strict on it. And, you know, Haley Price, anybody who knows Haley Price knows that she's very, you know, she's dead ass. She does not play. Like, you don't play in her group chat. She will remove you right now. There is no warning in her group chat. And for the longest time, God, I hated her. I hated her. I'm like, what an ignorant bitch. No one's positive all the time like that. That's just ridiculous and unrealistic. You know, thinking I knew something. Well, then I built my own team. And then I saw why she was so strict. And then I saw why she was so serious. And it's not being fake to say be positive all the time. It's retraining your brain to think about the positive things instead of the negative things. And once you do that, are you going night? Once you do that, you'll reach some of the biggest goals you never thought you could. Like Kayla and I both said, we have been closer to our goals this last month in March than ever before. And that's because we finally found a routine and a system that works. And we're on the same page. And we're pushing our team and we're trying to mold people into the best version of themselves. I know it seems crazy. Believe me, I was that person.
Am I good?
I thought you.
Okay. But then you continued, so I'm like, oh, didn't want to interrupt you. Yeah, we're basically trying to build you guys into the leaders that we are, but in your own way, because we're all different. Even me and Shy lead differently. We do different things, but we're still both on the same page, leader. But that's how you continue to succeed in this business, is you want to continue to grow leaders, and we know what it takes to be a leader. Like a couple months we had fallen out, and it was just a big negative hot mess, and our team suffered, and it just, when we did it by ourselves too, it's like realized what it takes to be a leader, and it's not as easy as it seems. So anything we do for you guys, we tell you, and the personal development, if we ever seem strict, it's because it's a big no-no, and we know how it can affect you, and we don't want to let it affect you, because like she said, our lives have been freaking crazy. I just lost my kitty, my fur baby, since 4th grade. I'm gonna have to put Toots down. New baby, new mom, just everything going on. But this is still the closest I've ever been to my goals, and I'm absolutely going diamond this month. It's not even a question. We're both going diamond, and everybody's going to promote this month, because no matter the negative, no matter what happens, I look at that as positive. Everything that happens, every bad thing, I'm like, that's a great sign. That's a great sign. Oh, that bad shit right there? Yes. Bring it. Because that means I'm about to hit life-changing things. My life is about to completely change, because when you were right there and you're ready to do big things, every single thing will try to be in your way to stop it. So when you get bad things happening, you're like, yeah, there.
Every time. Kayla and I have had literal like 2 hour about this because I mean we'll get so close to a goal and then some shit will go crazy. Like it's like everything in your life falls apart right then and there. And you know that, I don't know, this sounds really cliche, but one of my favorite sayings is in order to shoot a bow and arrow, you have to pull the arrow back. And that makes so much sense because I mean, like Kayla and I said, this month, my 17-year-old sister moved in with me. Y'all know I have zero time. I don't exactly have a lot of money. I mean, I have enough to get through now. I'm not starving and I can get a couple nice things, but I'm not rich yet by any means. So when you add a 17-year-old, a 9-year-old, a pregnant woman, a man, and a 2-year-old and a cat into one tiny house, things go nuts. Not to mention, it's college. It's exam season. April, every year in April, college is exam season. I literally have an exam every day from this point forward. Every day. And I have to try and keep my marriage going. And I have to try and keep myself in shape. And I have to try and find time for my business. You have to tell your time where to go with this business. You have to decide that sometimes it takes sacrifice. These women that are hitting triple diamond and presidential diamond and black diamond and are making this outrageous amount of money a month are not doing it because they do it when they feel like it. They're not doing it because they do it when they have time. They're doing it because they make time. They're doing it because it's a priority. It's not an option. You know, so I was taking care of an entire family, going to school, picking up and dropping off at daycare, coming home, and still I was up until 1 a.m. working my business every night, and I got back up at 6 a.m. So you guys, yes, it takes sacrifice. This is not a get rich quick, easy scheme, but it is a get rich scheme. So it's worth it in the end. There's the way that Stephanie Dunn mentioned it the other day. If you guys look at it, with this business, there's only 9 ranks. There's 9 times you will promote. So even if it takes 9 years, in 9 years, you will be making upwards of $60,000 a month. Name a job, name an industry where you're going to be making that kind of money aside from being a celebrity. Because I sure as hell don't know of any. I mean, I've never heard of that. I wouldn't even know what.
Not to mention, guys, April, that's my birthday month. So, for my birthday, every single person needs to promote. And I'm dead ass on that. You want to give me a present, promote. I don't care if it's executive, that's only 2 people. That is 2 distributors under you at 400. Like, no. So promote every single person. I want to see it. At the end of the month, my birthday's April 27th, so you got some time, bitches, because it's happening. So, just throwing that out there.
Oh my God, I love you. If y'all know Kayla does not play about her birthday. It's not a day, it's her birthday month. It is her birthday month. But yeah, like we were saying, you know, I mean, 9 times. That's the only amount of times that you will have to promote in this business unless you start a 2.0 account, and then you'll promote 9 more times. I mean, this business is a lot easier than opening up your own gym or, you know, finishing a 4-year degree to make $65,000 a year, not a month. You know, I'm still finishing my degree. I'm not saying the school isn't important. However, I am saying if you're going to do it, do it. And don't complain. Don't, you know, your life will fall apart right before a promotion every single month, every single time. I'm not kidding. It's like the weirdest, I mean, planet effects. I don't know what happens, but it's like you get within 500 of your goal, all of a sudden, husband's pissed off, kids are going psycho, your life falls apart, bank accounts negative, school's piling it on, you know, you're having issues with your kid or pregnancy.
That's what you do.
What?
When all that's going on, you sit in that corner and you cry with your little keto coffee like, whatever you needed. You just, okay, I'm going. I can't, but I'm still messaging. I got this. Like, that's what you need to do.
Take it
Because then
as
once
a
you hit,
good sign. Take it as a good sign, because when you guys are feeling those things and you guys are going through those things, know that you're that much closer. You're so much closer. Like, if you fight through it, you will see the reward. Like I said, that every month since Kayla and I have gotten on the same page and started pushing and building our team, and you guys have been successful, and we're finding a training routine that kind of works for everyone. Sales have gone up. I did numbers the other day. Since November, sales have significantly gone up by, I think, 1,500 at least every month. And that's including customer retention. So, I mean, we started out with what, like 800, I think was the lowest I had ever been. And then it went back up to 2,000, and then 3,800, and then 4,700. And then now it's like 5,200 for me, probably way higher for Kayla. So you guys are pushing, and the momentum is going. Don't let it.
yeah, mine's at, like I said, it's like at 7, it was almost 8,000. It was really close to 8,000. So, that was a huge, huge deal. And like Shai said, we are on a good page. We know that we need to lead you from the front. We're not asking you to do anything we are not doing ourselves. I know in the past, like I said, in the past, I sabotaged myself. I did not work as hard as I should have. And what I noticed is even when I didn't talk about it, it still affected the team. It's like you guys like have like this sensor in your brain, like, and it still affects you guys, even if you have no idea that I'm doing it. It's still, you still have that inkling. So we are on a very good page together. We are right leading from the front. We are working just as hard, if not harder, every single day. So I really just want to see us blow up this month. I really do.
And we will. That's what I mean. Keep the momentum going. You guys are so close to your goals. So don't slow down and go, oh, well, I have 30 days. No, I know you can do it now. So like I said, y'all are screwed, because now I know you can do it. I saw you. I saw it. I seen it. I seen it with my own 2 eyes. I saw it. I know you guys can do it. So keep pushing. Push your asses off. 100 messages a day is a minimum. That is a daily minimum. That is not a maximum. I think the most I've ever seen was like 500 in a day, and that's from like psychos like Stephanie Dunn. I'm not saying you have to do that, but shit, if you have an off day and you have some time, do it. Do more than the minimum. You know, post more, push more, and that way you guys can hit your goals within your first week, and then the next 3 weeks, who knows? You might hit emerald. You might hit emerald. You might hit diamond. You know, it would be a lot easier if you don't get to the 25th and panic every month. Does that make sense?
And that's what Stephanie Dunn said too. That's why she's always, you never once have heard them say top and rollers and not say Stephanie and Jill Dunn. That will never happen. Why? Because she sets her goal. She goes hard. Beginning, day one, goes freaking hard like it's the very end of the month. She hits that goal. She doubles that goal and then goes for that one and then does that one. That's why. So when you have a goal, don't just sit there like she said, oh, well, I have 30 days. Well, look how hard it was when you let that shit go until the last minute. And then that's what happened. But when you start off and you go hard from day one, you will reach that goal like middle of the month maximum. And then you just make another goal, go that much harder. Next thing you know, you started off wanting something small. And because you pushed hard, you got twice as much as what you originally started off wanting, you know? So take advantage of the time that you have every single day. Because that's exactly why Stephanie and Jill Dunn are, we have no time limit now. But that is why Stephanie and Jill Dunn are constantly top and rollers. They are black diamonds making $100,000 every freaking month.
Sierra asked in the group chat for distributors that have quit but still have orders coming in. What do we do? Here's the thing. I will follow up with them like once a month. I will follow up with them once a month because guarantee you they are still watching you. They are still watching you. I follow up with them about once a month, and I say, hey, this team is about to promote. You're going to miss a crazy paycheck, and you're going to kick yourself in the ass. Are you ready or what? And they'll give you excuses. Some of them will give you excuses, and it's not for everybody, and that's fine. You can still use their boxes, the 400 box. You can still promote. It's totally doable, especially when you have leaders like me and Kayla that are there to help you with volumes. It's definitely doable. But Kayla and I will have to explain to you how to stack. Should we reach out to their customers? You could, since they're not really being taken care of, you could just be like, hey, I know that you were under so-and-so, but they aren't with the business anymore. I just wanted to reach out and make sure that you are still happy with your product. My name is blah, blah, blah. I'm so grateful that you are loving the keto coffee. Is there anything I can do for you? I know you don't know me and this is a little bit strange, but I just want to make sure that you're getting the best customer service that you possibly can. Guarantee they're going to continue to buy because their person just disappeared. So yeah, that's definitely a good idea. But as for the distributors themselves, I follow up once a month. If they aren't interested, that's fine, because when I hit presidential and they were a top line and they're missing a triple diamond paycheck of $8,000 a month, it's not me who's going to be called.
And as Shai was saying about you guys to stack, the best way to learn is when you need to do it. So make sure you always have your charts out. If you have people not working, make sure you circle them. And when you sign up a distributor, contact me or Shai first. Do not do anything because you only have 72 hours to move them. You do not want to, and once you move them, that's it. So you don't want to move them under the wrong people or forget to move them, because I did that this month and it was really frustrating. So charting and stacking does take a minute to get the hang of, but like she said, you can use people as 400 boxes if they quit, and just don't even I wouldn't even focus on that. Just use them as 400 box, and once you get more teammates, just stack them under them, which again, contact me or Shai. We will show you how to do that. And it will be a trickle down effect. So that way, even though some people on your team might quit, you just continue to work as hard as you are, and you will continue to add new people every single month. You will continue to grow your team and replace the people who aren't working and build a really strong structure. So
real quick, also, I wanted to touch base on life posts. Because something crazy this week happened, guys, that has never happened to me in my entire year in this business. I posted 3 life posts, and they were very hard for me to post. I got real, I got raw, and I got a lot of ideas from Allie Frazier. She's one of my favorites. Actually, she is my favorite. Allie Frazier. And then the other one was, I think it was Vanessa Faust. I kind of got an idea from her. But I delved into detail about what a strip club was like, about what it was like to be a stripper, and how much of a toll that took on me physically and mentally. I delved into detail about what it was like to struggle with Ryan when I first moved here from Florida, and we were only bringing in maybe $1,000 a month, if that. I want to say it was closer to 900. And I made it vivid, I made it real, and I made it relatable. There's details and there's stories that each one of us have, and it doesn't have to be, oh, I just got a $10,000 Jeep like some of these distributors. It can be delving into the deep, raw honesty of your lowest and worst points in life, and explaining how you're not there anymore.
because that is what people relate to. People don't relate to this, they don't understand $20,000 a month. That sounds like a scam to anybody. But what they can relate to is fighting with their husband every single night because the account is negative again. What they can relate to is scraping change together to put gas in the car and hoping to God that it's enough to get 1 gallon so that you can get to work, and then you have to figure out how the hell to get home. They can relate to that, so as uncomfortable as it is, and as much as it almost feels shameful, when I started posting these raw, honest stories and connecting with people and getting real with people, not just this, oh, join it, work, buy my shit. When I got real and I got honest, guys, I've gotten at least 20 messages from people that had ghosted me. Hey, you know what? I saw your post. Tell me more about what you do. I'm really interested. Hey, I've been watching your posts and I feel like I could have took the words right out of your mouth. So how did you do it? What are you doing? Hey, I really love your posts and I would love to do anything I can to help you out. What can I buy to help you out? It's all in the life post. It really, really is. And like Jade had said, if you aren't choking up when you're typing that life post up, it is not good enough. It's not good enough. It's not real enough. It's not raw enough. Now, this doesn't have to be every day. It doesn't have to be every day. But you do want to explain the journey that you've been on. So what if you're not making 10 grand a month? You put gas in your car with your paycheck. That's more than you had before. So what if you're not making 5 grand a month? You bought diapers and you didn't have to use change to do it. You didn't have to stand in line and pray to God that your card didn't decline because damn well there's only $6 on it. And those diapers said, $5.59, and you're adding up taxes in your head, hoping to God that you have enough on that card. So the huge line behind you doesn't get pissed off when it gets declined. That you don't have to walk out putting your groceries back in Walmart because you don't have the money to buy them because your food stamps card is out, zero, done. Those are the things that people can relate to. And for me, I've noticed a huge success after getting real with people, after being honest and raw and not, trying to sell them something that isn't real. Try to connect with people. And a good way to kind of gauge that is think about what you would need to hear to join this company. What would make you join right now? Drop all your money that you have and join, or buy a product from that person. What would make you connect with somebody and make you want to support them? And kind of use that as a gauge. Like, is this a good enough life post? I don't know if you guys have Pinterest, but you can look up like daily posting ideas for social media marketers and kind of get like prompts. Write about a time you didn't have enough money for gas, write about a time such and such. Because not everybody has creative writing skills. And that is kind of a part of, social media marketing is you got to be a good photographer and a great photo editor, and you have to have some creative writing skills. So Pinterest has been a big tool that I've used. So that's pretty much all I wanted to touch base on. Kayla, do you have anything?
To add to like the life post stuff too, I just love this one because you just never would think. My post last year, I posted a picture of me cheesing, all bright-eyed, nice bright crisp photo, holding my big old stack of the good toilet paper because I was so excited. We got the good shit, the good, nice, fluffy, soft toilet paper, because how crap is them big old rolls that literally you can see through. Then, like, you have to roll up and just use a big old ball just to wipe your stuff down there, and you got to wipe like 3 times because it's such crap stuff, and it hurts your bum, and it's just, yeah, we understand that. I got so many comments and reactions and messages about toilet paper and about my business of what I do because people understood that. Like, it may seem small, but the small things, that's like people say,
money does not bring happiness, but it can, honestly, to an extent, because it's the small things that you don't have to worry about. It's being able to buy the good toilet paper, like Shai said, being able to put gas in your car. Jade, one of her biggest ones was holding up a gallon of milk. Just bought a gallon of milk because of it works. I remember when I couldn't even, I'm looking at change, in the just so I can, go ahead and buy a gallon of milk so my son can eat, like it's all those little things. That's what adds up. That's what people relate to. So have the heavy life post, the real and raw post, and talk about yourself. Post about the small things, every achievement, no matter how small you think it is, post about it. Like all those things that you think people aren't gonna, oh, well, what is that? Who cares? Okay, well, I just put, $10 in gas. What's that gonna mean to anybody? I'm not making 5,000. Even all of the leaders who are making 15,000 a month still talk about the little things, because the little things are what get people to connect with them. Not that I just bought a $1 million house. People don't understand. It's not even fathomable to people. You know what I mean? So
Les Brown is one of my favorite because he says, money doesn't solve all your problems, but it will solve about 87 of them. Money provides options. And just posting about those little things, like Kayla and I both said, that's really relatable. Posting about your struggles, that's relatable, because social media is an outlet, and a lot of people like to post the highlight reel. So when you have the courage to not post a highlight reel and post the reality, people connect to that, because nobody likes to show their struggles. Nobody likes to be vulnerable, and you're brave enough to be vulnerable. And that makes people kind of trust you. They connect with you. So that
we aren't selling ourselves, or we aren't selling the business. We aren't selling the business. We aren't selling the products. We are selling ourselves. That's what's going to be yourself. So, and the most beautiful things are on the other side of it. Love that.
I think we have covered everything that we want to do. I want to see you guys hit your promotion by the second week of this month. Let's go ahead and set that as a goal.
Again, every person on here is promoting at least once. I don't care if it's executive. I don't care. I don't care how far you go. You're just promoting. So get it done.
Make that your goal by the second week before cards even process, so that when they do process, you have a ton of extra volume to put wherever you need to, and you still hit your goal. And you, like I said, follow up with all your customers. I follow up with people that I haven't followed up with in 6 months, because they just kept blowing me off for 6 months. And don't ever stop following up. Sometimes I start out with a week, then 2 weeks, then a month, then 2 months, then 3 months, and then once a year. But always have a running list of everyone that's ever shown interest. And when you come close to these promotions and you need that volume, that's when you whip those lists out and you go through them and you write down a date that you followed up with them. Don't be afraid, because I had people that literally be like, "Yep, I'm ready to order." Okay,
And make sure too, which goes with what you said, you just make sure you are organized. You have every single person written down, customer, potential. Go back through your messages if you feel like you missed some people because you might have not written them down because you were doing 20 other things. Go ahead, make sure you go back through that, have your cards out and ready, and start getting that volume. That way, when the 25th does hit, you are above and beyond what you needed, and you're above and beyond what you needed, and that way you know, like, as you're getting customers where they need placed. So make sure your chart is out in front of you, and whoever you needed volume under for your promotion, do that first. Get them done. And what I always do, just so I'm safe too, just in case, you know, people stop their 3 months or something like that. Any volume that I did need, I try to add on a couple extra hundred in volume just to make sure I'm good to go. I don't have any surprises. You know, people, their 3 months is up and they decide to stop, anything like that. Like, you gotta pay attention to that way. You no surprises, and you're not struggling at the end of the month to reach it. So, but that's all
Yeah, and also a little like call to action and do today is I want every single one of you and your teams to message your upline, directly message your upline and tell them what your goal is for this month. And then you message your upline and so on and so forth. Basically, Kayla and I need to know what everyone's goal is for this month so that we can help you guys get there. And don't be afraid to dream big. I don't care if you don't even have a team yet and you're like, I want to be Emerald. Okay, well, we'll work on being Emerald. Like, that's fine. That's fine. We just, Kayla and I, we want to kind of have a plan for each and every one of you guys. What do you want? What do you need? What do you expect? So that we can help each one of you reach that goal. So by the end of today, by midnight, I want to have a plan from literally everyone. Everyone. No excuse, no BS. It takes 5 seconds to decide what it is that you want to do. So decide what it is that you want to do. Do you want to go Ruby? Do you want to go Diamond? And let me and Kayla know. You guys can either directly message us or post in the group chat. That's fine. But that way we kind of have a gauge of what kind of a action plan we need for you guys. So let's make that for today by minute.
And no negativity. Ow, we ain't got time for that. It's my birthday month. No, promoting. No, there's not even a single moment for negativity. If you get a negative message, block, move on. Don't even worry about it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to see nothing. If you're having a bad day, go personal develop. Go listen to some stuff because you will be fine once you do. So just stay positive. Anything that bad happens, see it as a blessing, because guess what? That means you're about to do some life-changing shit right there. So.
All right, guys, I'm hopping off of here. I'm going shopping and hitting the gym because my pregnant ass has eaten one too many nut butters. So we're going to hit the gym. We're going to get healthy and get some fruits and veggies. There we are. But I want to see those action plans by midnight. Organize, down all your customers, down what you should update cards. If any of you do not have volumes like updated, I took screenshots last night at midnight. So if you need that, let me know. Because I should have access to pretty much everybody except for Kayla's direct downline, like Natasha and stuff like that. So okay, thank you. But yeah, that's the plan for today. Get organized, message all your follow-ups. Do that, write everybody down. Take today to write everyone you've ever talked to that was interested down. Get your charts ready. Get your chart, know exactly where you need to go, and let your upline know where you're going. So that's the plan for today, and yeah, kick ass. I love you all.
Bye, guys. See you later.